Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem Rahman. On the hot seat today is our very special friend, me. Aha! It's another deep dive episode where we go through some what would you do's. We do some, we just go through some would you rather questions and really go into them. And we have some audience submissions. So, you know how we do it here. We don't really waste any time. The game is Tough Choice. The decks have been shuffled. You must pick between the two choices. You get one pass, you get one pause. And at the end, of course, we have our final choice.
Let it begin! Let it begin!
Would you rather whistle for your waiter's attention whenever you need something when you're out to eat, or be unable to walk in a straight line? Damn. I'm trying to think. In Nigeria, all you do is whistle for the waiter. But in Nigeria, we don't really care for your feelings. But here, someone might spit in your food if you whistle for the waiter's attention. At the same time, I have been to places. Well, here's the thing. The best restaurants are owned and run by immigrants. The best food. And you can't, no offense to our Caucasian brothers and sisters, but y'all don't have the best food, period. Right? If we're being real, the vast majority of restaurants are run of good restaurant. Well, let me not say good restaurant. What do we count as a good restaurant? I'm just simply talking food, right? If you go to a Jamaican restaurant, the food will be amazing. But in order for the food to be amazing, the service has to be at a certain level of disrespect. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? The food is amazing. So if it's a Jamaican restaurant and you whistle at the waiter, nothing bad is going to happen to you because they're Jamaican. They know what the deal is, right? But if you have to go to Café Ponfon or whatever it is, I don't know any cafes, all right? Café Ponfon, or, if there's a restaurant called Michael's or some shit like that, maybe not whistle at the waiter, right? But the restaurants I go to now, you can probably whistle at the waiter and it really won't be that bad, right? So you know what? I will whistle at the waiter. I was going to pick be unable to walk in a straight line and do some loophole of maybe I can do a little tiny zigzag or something like that. But we know what it means, right? You walk weird. And who wants to do that? So you need, and it's gonna, because then I'm only going to I can only eat at food trucks and Jamaican restaurants and Thai restaurants. Okay, I'm fine with that. Now that I really thought about all the food, and yeah, that's fine. And if I never go to some French cuisine restaurant, I'm probably not going to lose sleep over anything like that. Would you rather become mute every afternoon between the hours of 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. or permanently smell like cigarettes? This is hard. Man, I can't really. Okay, let's go through pros and cons because I really don't know which one to pick here. Become mute every afternoon between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. That's 3 hours. Every afternoon. That's every day. Both of these are all day, every day. 2 to 5, I work from home. Even though when I plan to be a full-time comic, 2 to 5 is not going to be that bad. Right? Being mute from 2 to 5 it's not hurting the day-to-day to an extent. Right? I can plan around 2 to 5. If I know it's going to be 2 to 5 every day, I can plan around that. Right? Any email I need to send, I send it between the hours of 2 and 5 because I can't talk anyway. Right? If I need to conduct business, then, edit the podcast. Right? I can do that between the hours of 2 and 5 because I can't speak. But let's say I have kids, I'm mute every day from the hours of 2 and 5. They're home from school. They need to do homework. They need help. I can't talk to them. We're going to have to teach kids sign language. What if it's a movie? What if I'm writing for a TV show? I never want to act, so it doesn't matter to me about a movie. But what if I'm writing on a TV show? Every day from 2 to 5, I can't talk. That's not good. On the other hand, permanently smell like cigarettes? Bro, you can't. I'm trying to think if the permanent smell of cigarettes is that bad. Because I don't know a lot of people that permanently smell like cigarettes, but I've been around people that have clearly been smoking earlier, and it doesn't smell good. You're not gonna smell good. You're not. That's not. I don't know. I don't know any girl that likes the smell of cigarettes. Even if they smoke themselves, they don't like the smell of cigarettes. So I mean, you can figure it out. You can definitely figure it out, right? And you can talk from the hours of 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. You're just going to have to explain a lot of why you always smell like cigarettes. And even if let's say you wear cologne, let's say you wash, you can only put the cologne smell above the smell of cigarettes. You're still going to low key smell like cigarettes. So you can put the body spray on, but I mean, there's only so much. It's only going to put a mask over it. It's not going to eliminate the smell, which is not something that you want, if we're being honest. Just a thought. So what do I choose? I'm going to have to smell like cigarettes and figure it out, because I can't not speak during the day. And even though my job, the dream job, is just during the nighttime, I can't not speak during the day. I can't. 3 hours is a long time. I know you probably think 3 hours is not a long time, but 3 hours is a shit long time to just not be speaking. And even if you can do your work outside of speaking, it's not conducive for the lifestyle that I personally want to live. So I'm going to have to figure out how to smell like cigarettes and not be hated. All right. So now it's time for our new segment. Something's got to go.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of
Get
here.
out.
Basically, I'm going to pose a couple places, couple things, couple people, couple situations, and I'm going to say what's got to go, leave my life forever. Grilled cheese, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, tuna sandwich, roast beef sandwich. All right. Peanut butter and jelly is not going anywhere. If anyone thinks that, then you clearly didn't grow up with a good childhood. If you didn't grow up on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, honest to God, I can't trust you personally. Maybe you can trust yourself, but there's no way I can let you in my apartment studio if you didn't just have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches growing up. So peanut butter and jelly sandwiches isn't going anywhere. Grilled cheese is hit or miss, but I do like a good grilled cheese, right? Actually, you know what? Grilled cheese can probably go, but let's look at the other situations. Tuna sandwich isn't going anywhere either. I know some of you don't like tuna sandwich, but I also grew up on tuna sandwiches. And by the way, my tuna sandwich is legit the best tuna sandwich. It's just good, right? I use mustard, I use mayonnaise, I use tuna, tomatoes. Listen, I throw down on tuna sandwich. I'm just saying. So tuna sandwich isn't going anywhere. So it's either grilled cheese or roast beef sandwich. I don't eat roast beef. I don't care for it, but there are some people that love beef and cheddar sandwiches, and that's roast beef. So I gotta say, grilled cheese can get the fuck out of here. It hurts, right? But I don't know a benefit of grilled cheese. It's just bread and cheese. Everything else has more complex ingredients. Everything else has more than 2 ingredients. And technically, if you take bread out, everything else, grilled cheese is only 1 ingredient. Unless some people are like, oh, well, I use like 4 different cheeses and I add tomatoes and like lettuce and maybe spinach. That's not a fucking grilled cheese, fam. I'm sick and tired of you people trying to sell grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato and spinach and blah, blah. No, cheese. Bread and cheese is a grilled cheese sandwich. Miss me with that other bullshit. So grilled cheese can go. All right. Tom Cruise, Samuel L. Jackson, and Robert Downey Jr. One's got to go. Sammy's not going anywhere. And if any of you even thought in your mind that Samuel L. Jackson can go, just message me on Instagram. I'm going to message you my address. You come by and I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. All right? It's Samuel Jackson's not going anywhere. Snakes on a Plane, Shaft, Samuel Jackson's not going anywhere. So it's either Tom Cruise or Robert Downey Jr. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man. Okay, so what else? Tell me something other than Iron Man that Robert Downey Jr. has done. Because I can't think of anything. Genuinely, I can't think of anything other than Iron Man that Robert Downey Jr. has done. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, Jerry Maguire, Jack Reacher, right? That airplane movie. I don't know what the movie was, but it was an airplane. Last Samurai. Tom Cruise has a better career than Robert Downey Jr., so Robert Downey Jr. can get the fuck out of here. I'm just saying. Robert Downey Jr. can go. Unless somebody can tell me what movie he's done other than Iron Man, because I can't think of anything. I know Robert Downey Jr. went to jail because he was high on like coke or something and he broke in someone's house and fell asleep on their couch, right? I know that. Tom Cruise ain't never going to jail. He ain't never went to jail. Scientology's not going to let Tom Cruise go to jail. Come on now. Scientology let Robert Downey Jr. go to jail. What does that say? What does that say? That Scientology... Is Robert Downey Jr. a Scientologist? No, of course not. But Scientology didn't protect Robert Downey. Scientology always protects Tom Cruise. Just saying, right? Take that with what you may. I'm just saying that I'm going to keep the dude that Scientology just keeps protecting because I'm scared. And Robert Downey Jr. can go. Italian food, Chinese food, Mexican food. Damn. Okay, listen. Mexican food isn't going anywhere. There are too many fire taco trucks in Los Angeles and the surrounding areas for me in good conscience to say Mexican food can go. So it's either Italian food and Chinese food. What is Chinese food? If we're going to say American Chinese food, then we'll stick it with that. Because true Chinese food isn't just like Kung Pao chicken or chop suey. Chop suey is not even traditional Chinese anyway, right? General Tso's chicken is American Chinese food. But we're going to put American Chinese food in this thing because I can't really, because no one knows traditional Chinese food anyway. Italian food, I mean, we got pasta alone, right? Because pizza's technically not Italian. But pasta's technically from China also, but that's not the point. Italian food, though, is a lot of homemade pastas, handmade pastas. I know lasagna, right? Olive Garden's not Italian food. It's just good, though. The breadsticks are good. Italian food can stay on the breadsticks alone. Chinese food got to get the fuck out of here. American Chinese food. Because part of me was going to say, oh, pad thai is amazing, but pad thai is not Chinese food. Pad thai is Thai food. And you can say, oh, but biryani is amazing. Biryani is not Chinese food. Biryani is Indian food. And then you can say, oh, but I love like butter chicken and all these and curries. No. Chinese don't make curry. Japanese curry, but that's not Chinese food. So Chinese food can leave. Sucks. It sucks. That's the end of that segment.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of
Get
here.
out.
Now, let's do some what would you do's. A Gorgon lives in the swamp down the road. I don't know what a Gorgon is. Your mission is to chop her ugly head off, but she's immune to bladed weapons. And if you look into her eyes, you'll turn into stone. What do you do? If I'm supposed to chop her head off, but she's immune to knives, how am I going to chop her head off? And if I get so close to her and she looks into my eyes, I turn into stone. So what would I do? Honestly, I'm going to just hold this L and not do the mission. That was stupid. That was it. A Gorgon lives in the swamp. I mean, if we're being real, one, I'm not winning, so I'd probably quit. But if the situation was, you have to do this or you die, irregardless, which is a word, by the way. If they said I have to do this or I die, here's what I would do. I would go get heavy artillery. I would go to, and I'm just being totally honest because I'm on a mission, so I have to get the mission done. I would go to the most country of the country places, right? It doesn't matter if they're white, if they're black, if they're Hispanic. country of the most country places. And I would say, hey, you want to shoot some shit up? And then at least 10 people will be like, yeah, sure, let's go. I got a gun already. Let's go shoot some shit up. Then I go find the Gorgon. Then they start shooting. They distract, right? Because you're immune to bladed weapons, you just shoot at the neck. If you use heavy artillery to shoot at the neck, you can get the head off. Just saying. Maybe that's what I would do. But I mean, I would only put effort into that plan for like an hour. If it's not done in an hour, I would just go home. Really, listen, people go AWOL in the army all the time. So I would just do that because the Gorgon, I'm not fighting a Gorgon that's immune to knives. That's stupid. Come on now. A genie appears and offers you a magic carpet or all the gold you can carry. Alternatively, he's also on board with a palace coup and making you sultan. What do you do? I'm going to take this gold. Well, first of all, here's the thing. I don't need to be sultan of anything. I couldn't care less to be in charge, right? Some people are egotistical. Some people are self-centered. Some people are selfish. Some people really want power. Some people are addicted to power. I'm not one of those people. So if you tell me, hey, we're going to overthrow this government and make you king, I don't want none of that, man. I don't need that in my life. That's just so much stress. Because heavy is the head that wears the crown. Just so much stuff on your head. There's so much stress in your mind when you're in charge. Also, why would I take being sultan when the genie just offered me all the gold I can carry? I'm not even considering taking the magic carpet because knowing me and who I am, I'm going to lose the carpet. I'm going to lose the carpet. There's no way I'm going to be able to just keep the carpet. There's no way. In my mind, I think it's going to break. I'm going to tear it on something. Because I know the magic carpet is for transportation only. I understand that, right? You can get somewhere way faster by skipping all traffic. But if I'm sitting on the couch in my living room and I need to go pee, I don't need to like go run kind of pee, but I just need to pee really quick. I'm going to hop on the carpet. It's going to get tired of me eventually. It might escape because sometimes these carpets have a mind of their own, right? So if I'm like in my bed and I just need to go like microwave something in the kitchen, I'm hopping on the carpet. Let's say I need to go get something from my car really quick. I'm hopping on the carpet. It's going to get sick of me eventually. Just saying. And then you just told me I can have all the gold I can carry. All the gold I can carry. I can carry a lot of gold. Think about this right now. You can carry at least 30 pounds of gold. I can carry at least 30 pounds of gold. At least. And if we're talking on a big scale, 50 pounds of gold I can carry. All the gold you can carry. 50 pounds I can carry of gold. That's like $3 million right there. Or someone correct me. I don't have facts on my side. But that is a lot of money that you can get of just gold. Right? So like, why would I not try to go with all the gold I can carry? It would be fiscally irresponsible of me not to take the gold. Not to take the gold and rather try to be sultan or take this magic carpet. It would be irresponsible. Guys, now it is time for our final choice. It is a marry, fuck, kill. And actually, we got a message on our Instagram from a young man, and his name is I would enjoy death way too much. I don't know why he named himself that. It is very strange, but he is a fan and he sent us a marry, fuck, kill. Here's what he said. Fuck, marry, kill, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion. All three very talented female rappers. We messaged him back and said on our show, listen, we have to have Beyonce. She's the ultimate constant and it keeps it fair with the marry, fuck, kill. So who's got to be dropped? And he said Megan can be dropped. That's fine. So marry, fuck, kill. We have Beyonce, Forever and Always. We have Nicki Minaj, and we have Cardi B. What are my choices? Listen, Beyonce dies, of course. You know how it goes here. She's lived her life. What else is she going to do? She's the greatest entertainer of all time. There's nothing else for her to do in this world but shine on all the girls that are trying to be like her. Who gets fucked? I'm going to have to fuck Nicki Minaj because I mean, listen, Nicki and Cardi are both extremely attractive. And I say that because I'm trying to be respectful because they're both married, even though I did just kill Beyonce and she's married too. But it's like Jay-Z's not going to come after me. Offset might come after me, right? Nicki's husband, Mr. Petty, might come after me. Just the simple fact that I'm calling him Mr. Petty because his last name is Petty, but I refuse to call him by his first name, Mr. Petty. So they're very beautiful, both of them. So Nicki gets fucked. Cardi gets married only because it just, to me, and I'm pretty sure both of them are great to talk to, but Cardi just seems like you'd have a more fun time with her, right? And that's horrible grammar. But Cardi seems like more of a fun time. She just does. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sure Nicki is really fun to talk to, having deep conversations. But Cardi for me, it feels like I can have a deep conversation with Cardi about healthcare and then we can go like make fun of strippers that don't know how to dance on the pole correctly. Like we can have two different conversations, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? Email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. Guys, this has been our episode. I've been Kazeem Rahman. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's Kazeem Comedy. And if you have a tough choice question or a marry, fuck, kill, or a question for what would you do, or for one of our deep dive moral dilemmas, or if you have anything for our segments, Black Excellence, or Something's Gotta Go, or if you just want to say what's up, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com, or message us on Instagram at toughchoicepod. And then also like, share, subscribe to the podcast. We are growing. It is a lot of fun doing this podcast, interacting with you all, with your would you rather questions on the DMs. And it's just fun. So we're happy that you guys are here. I've been Kazeem Rahman. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. Thanks. Bye.